Hey guys, did you know that there are 7 unexpected places you can meet quality men after the age of 50? You may be thinking, oh my God, I am in my 50s and I cannot find a quality guy. I'm all over the place and, we'll go somewhere for dinner and stuff and he wants me to pay for the bill or he catfished me. He doesn't even look like the person on his social media account, or he will talk about all of his baby mama drama and how he's done all these weird things, like, oh my God. Are there any good men still out there? Where can I find them? Okay, so that's what we got in this video, because even though I got a good one upstairs, we're going to help you guys out, right, about where you can find a quality man. Because I listen to my friends. They tell me about their adventures, claiming this guy will tell them they claim that they got 5-6 houses, find out they don't have any. They living with their mama. They don't have a car. They lied about that. They said they are CEO of a company, but the company doesn't exist. It's all kind of this crazy stuff. But hey, you know what? They're going online looking for these guys, right? So there are some places. There are 7 places that I wrote down where you can find quality men. Okay? Let's go and get into it. The first one is a grocery store. Just your average grocery store, right? Just kind of keep your eye out. Wait a minute. Look at him over in the deli department, right? Let's see what's going on here, right? Men who shop for themselves often have routines, are independent, and care about their health. Especially you find them in the produce department, like, hey, maybe I've been looking in the wrong section, right? Maybe in the wrong place for a guy, right? Just kind of keep in mind. Let me give you the key point to this one right here. And I've had to explain this one to some of my friends too. They talk about physical appearances and stuff like, okay, you're in your 50s right now. Most of us lost our perfect bodies a long time ago. Hey, I'm trying to get back to that. I've been exercising, right? I've been going hard, 2 hours at least a day. But we still got a ways to go. We still have a ways to go. But what I want you guys to understand is that what you're looking for at this age is not necessarily what the person physically looked like, is how they take care of themselves. Okay? So I put independence is attractive. So if you're looking for someone, one place, now don't go and lurk around the grocery store and stuff like that. Just when you're just out shopping, you may just run into Mr. Right? Just kind of keep that in mind. Another spot I put, now, if you can find one of these, now there's some small ones around, but a bookstore. Let me tell you about bookstores. They usually have more thoughtful, quieter men. So even with the bookstore, you may be even be looking at maybe like a library. They're in there looking for a particular book, right? Easy conversation starter. Hey, did you read the last series of this, from this novelist, or, whoever, maybe Dr. Carter, I got some books out there. It gives insight into their interest and mindset. You kind of see what kind of books they're actually picking up, reading, right? Like I say, if you can find some bookstores out there, then a lot of them are starting to be online. Although I did hear that Barnes and Noble is going to start having some more brick and mortar bookstores around. I love going into Barnes and Noble, so it will be a great thing. The key point I put down here is what someone reads often reflects how they think, right? So kind of keep that in mind, right? It depends on what kind of guy you're looking for, right? So just kind of keep that in mind. So another place Again, too, like with all of these, I'll be out there just lurking, like, I'm out here fishing. You ain't catfishing, you actually fishing, right? Like, okay, I'm pretending like I'm going to buy this book, whatever. Just be honest and genuine with yourself. Just these are the things, like, you can keep your eye open if you are actually out, right? You may find a quality guy. Here's one. And maybe this, benevolence, philanthropy, maybe your thing, right? Volunteer events. Number 3, volunteer events like community service, charity walks, food drives, and mentorships. Keep that in mind. I got some friends that are involved into mentorship. You may find the right guy there. Not necessarily he's mentoring at the time as well, but he may be one of the organizers or at the place where you are mentoring, right? So, so this one I wrote down is that service reveals compassion. So that's what you're looking for in a guy. Now, those are the things I mentioned there. There could be other things too. Back in the day, I used to do these search and rescue. I used to participate in search and rescue. So you can meet people like that too, right? Compassion often signals emotional depth too. So yeah, if they're doing some type of volunteer event, there you go, right? You want to watch how they treat others with a lot of kindness, right? So here you go. Number 4. Now, my husband and I don't do this. We may eventually start doing this. We're so off the cuff. Like, this is what I want to do. I'm God, right? But travel groups. Yeah, so you don't necessarily have to commit to be in a relationship, but just join a travel group. And cruises, travel, a lot of those travel groups go on cruises. Oftentimes you see large crowds, large groups on cruises. Yeah. But even with so, if you don't, you can just go on a cruise. You may find somebody, especially like, at dinner time or whatever. The love boat, right? So, shared experiences create connections faster. Travel reveals your character, patience, flexibility, and kindness, right? So, the key point here is travel exposes who people really are. You get to sit down, relax. You're not stressed. Oh, I'm just pumping my gas. I gotta go. You're just there. And you're on vacation, they're on vacation, so you got time to, just talk to people. Now, number 5 is one of those things too. I don't want folks to think, hey, I want a religious guy, and just because he's there that he is, because he may be out there fishing himself. So just kind of be careful with that. But that's what I have written down for number 5 is faith-based communities, right? So church groups, Bible studies, retreats, outreach programs. Again, to do your research on those, because people know. People, men and women, I'm out here trying to find me a man, or I find me a woman, or whatever the case you may be, a husband, wife, or whatever, and they are so far from religious. So, just kind of, you can figure it out, hopefully, over time, and don't go into it and think, okay, because they are part of this group, that their heart aligns with those religious values. You can figure that out a little differently, right? Because what we do understand with this age too is that values matters more at this age, right? Alignment becomes essential. That's why. So the key point I wrote down is shared values build stronger foundations. You do have something to build on. You know exactly where they are if it aligns with your beliefs. Now, some things you can fudge with, other things, it just kind of depends on you. I can't really tell you, if your religion doesn't align, you should be together. No, I'm not going to say that. People have gotten together from various religions before. I have been married for a very long time. I'm not saying that. It's just what you and your partner will have to decide what is important or most important in your relationship. Now, number 6, I've talked about this already. Now, I can say, because I am a female, there's generally more men in the gyms than women. That's generally, and most of them, like the women, generally own a little treadmill or some of the cardio machines, and so sometimes they'll get over there and do the weights. I do the weights too, but most women, they just kind of stop at the cardio stuff and get on out of there. The men be in there lifting the weights and doing all kinds of stuff. They be in there for a while. Like I said, I'm in there for 2 hours. I come in there. I leave, they're still in there, But fitness communities are a good way to meet people. Especially think about it. If you are health conscious and they're in a gym or some kind of fitness community, they're health conscious as well, right? So that kind of helps with that. Walking clubs, that was one of the things we did today. We did a hiking. My daughter is in a hiking club, and I actually wanted to go hiking, not today, but when she, contacted me and said, yeah, I love hiking, so let's go. I didn't go to the gym today, but the hiking we went a long way, so that was a lot of miles. So walking clubs, pickleball, these are just suggestions. Yoga, cycling, and hiking, there are ways to meet people. I've been thinking about getting an electric bike, and so me and my husband, because we live in an area where there's a lot of woods, because where we went wasn't that far. So it's the retreat, and so the nature preserve. So it was pretty nice, right? So all of that, it shows some discipline, self-care, and longevity mindset. Like you're working on you. Hopefully your body will take you a long way in life. How they care about themselves is the key point in this one right here. They're really health conscious. They're focused on that, right? And the last one, especially if you live, actually I want to say a large city, but any city, a lot of cities will do this, have some type of cultural event, right? So right now we got FIFA going on. They got the FIFA Fan Fest. A lot of people down there, right? Right. So we're talking about museums, jazz festivals, art shows, wine tastings, and outdoor concerts. So these are just some examples. Like I said, we got FIFA going on right now, and it's all over. Like there are 11 cities in in the U.S. I know it was 16 total. I know, and there's 3 in Mexico, and 2 in Canada, and so those events will bring a lot of people together. There's always a lot of stuff to do in the summertime, right? So it's always fun, right? So these things actually attract people who enjoy life and conversation, shared interests, create natural connections too. Chemistry grows through shared experiences, guys, and that's what I want you guys to understand. So I said those were 7, right? Again, you guys, I definitely want to thank you for supporting this channel. We are growing. I'm so excited. I really am. It has been it's been a dream come true. Let me tell you some of the stuff I've been working on too. And I've been thinking about starting another channel for something else that I've been working on. If you guys have been keeping up with me, know that my mom passed a little bit more than a year ago, and my dad has been gone more than 9 years. Man, let me tell you, they were just the cutest couple. They were married for 57 years. Yes, 57 years. And so I write novels. That's kind of my thing. I got one dropping soon. I'll let you guys know about that once it drops. But what I was thinking about doing was, because I didn't want to write their story in a novel, because novels can get a little sleazy at times, right? So I decided to write some children's books in their honor. It's called Spool and Why: The Amazing Adventures of Spool and Why. And I was actually thinking about starting another channel and air those stories on that other channel. Just guys, let me know if you think that's a good idea, because that will, that'll include more production time on my side. I'm the whole team right now. Production is 4 times the amount of actually filming these videos. Production is a lot to go in and edit the videos and do other stuff. And if I were to, I already have a couple of books already written, the children's books written, but if I were to turn those into some type of video, it's going to be more time. And so just guys, let me know if you think that's a good idea or not, okay? Also like I said, thank you guys so much. If you are feeling this message, I would love for you to type power up in the comment section. Power up, because that's what we are doing. We are supporting each other. And of course, also too, if you've yet to do so, like and subscribe. I'm getting way more people watching the videos than has subscribed to my channel. So I would love for a subscription from you guys. That really, really makes me feel great. And as always, guys, as we say when we're closing out on this channel, we say we are aging boldly. You guys have a good one.